Okay.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to World Conquest with Arctole.
So today I am going to try to finish up England and Spain. I've already taken out Portugal. They are now my vassal. They have not done any expanding so far. Castile is already gone, so we just have Aragon and England to deal with, and we will have the entire Iberian Peninsula as well as the British Isles. Now, from there, we are going to try to, I think, move into Norway, potentially some Danish territory. We need to be able to add some of this territory over in Denmark into the Holy Roman Empire. So we might need to take Nordirland and this other thing as well. No, we just need to take Nordirland. So do we have a claim for this? I guess it doesn't terribly matter. So we're currently constructing our cores, and we should soon have enough diplomatic power. Speaking of which, let's take a look at our estates. Can we get? So I have another 11 years on this, and a while on this. So this is good. We'll be able to use this again in June. But I think first things first, we will just finish off England and then finish off Aragon before we start working on the next part of the run. We have to deal with the Ottomans soon. We're going to be going to war with them. In addition, we will be going to war with Norway, Sweden, all these folks to try and expand north and expand south. Once we've got some claims against Morocco from our good friend in Portugal, who may not actually fabricate any claims, we might have to do the fabrications ourselves. Then we will start moving into Africa. I'm not too concerned about the African front at the moment. That's something that I can sort of go through slowly. I do want to finish off England, and I want to start attacking the Ottomans again soon. Once I've beaten the Ottomans in 2 more wars, not 1 but 2, then they're going to be back to back. Because the nice thing is that Ragusa is not allied to the Ottomans, but they do have their independence guaranteed by the Ottomans. So I can get 2 wars against the Ottomans for the price of 1 just by attacking the Ottomans first, and then while I'm in a truce with them, attacking Ragusa. So that'll be good. I do need to get a claim on Ragusa. I think I already do. Yes, I do. I already have a claim on this province. So I'll be able to go in against them whenever I want. The Ottomans cannot attack Ragusa until they've removed that guarantee of independence. So they do have a claim on Ragusa, but they can't use it for a while. And let's see, what else? We have a difficult situation going on with the election right now. We do not have any allies in the empire right now, and so we're in a bit of an iffy position, but that should hopefully fade over time. And I think that I'm pretty much ready to unpause. No, I'm not, because I do have one other thing that I need to do. I need to increase my autonomy. I'm going to do it in... Should I do it in Toledo? Toledo only has 7% unrest. Versus Madrid that has substantially more. That's interesting. Okay, never mind. So this is just from the troops that I have here, so we definitely need to do it here as well. I was wondering what was going on there. I didn't see the friendly troops modifier at first. Okay, there we go. So we've increased our autonomy. Let's take a look. Anything else that looks dangerous? The Canarias, yes, and we definitely don't want this rebelling because that'll be a nuisance. So we'll pop that up, and we will, I think, unpause. Oh, the other thing is that I need to unmute the game because the game is currently muted. I muted it because I was doing some videos earlier, and the game sound was just looping a bunch of people dying, and that was not good. So let's see. Save the Frankian people in Anjou. Do we need that? Solidify our papal relations. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that that ship has sailed. Yes, we have too much aggressive expansion. Our improved relations is already capped out, so that's not happening. Let's see, naval resources of the Ottomans. They have 67, and my force limit is 59. So that's not happening. And so that leaves us with saving the people in Anjou. I'm not sure that I want to go in there, honestly. Brittany is a decent place to annex sometime soon, but I don't know that now is the time for that. I'm going to unpause the game, and I've loaded up this file several times recently, but I have not actually unpaused the game in all of my reloads. I've loaded up the file to do a variety of videos and to keep an eye on things that's going on over here. So we have Urbino here. We can offer them vassalization soon. I can probably just give them a gift, right? Oh, we've recently sent them a gift. Guess we'll offer them military access. And then next month, we will vassalize them. Well, I guess the month after next, we will vassalize them. Where's my boats? So I'm just going to send this 20,000 man army to take England. They only have the one fort, so I don't think I need more than them. The other thing is that I don't want to build too many troops because I'd kind of like to bait an attack by the Ottomans. If the Ottomans attack me, then Austria will join in, and I'll be able to take a bunch of territory from the Ottomans without worrying too much. Now, we do have to give the nobles something. Might as well give them this. Now, let's take a look at my imperial map. Do I have anything else that I can add to the empire? I don't think so. No, we don't have anything that we can add to the empire yet, so we're going to have to invade England, take their stuff, core that, all that good jazz. Now, as for Morocco down here, let's take a look at our people. So Hesse is our closest contender right now. They have 2 people voting for them. Hesse is actually right behind us with Cologne as well. I don't think it's a meaningful threat at the moment. Let's go ahead and proclaim a guarantee. And in April, I will be able to vassalize Urbino. Do I have claims on all of these provinces? Yes, I do. So I have a claim on all of the English provinces. Our truce with England just ended. Our truce with a lot of people just ended. Luckily, they don't seem terribly interested in joining a coalition against me. I don't think that they're strong enough to join a coalition right now. I am actually going to declare war on England before they get a chance to join a coalition with Brittany or someone like that. And we're just going to take... Do you have any allies? They don't appear to have allies. Yep. No allies for them. So I'm just going to have take Essex be my war goal. It doesn't actually matter what our war goal is. So it's going to pop up there and take it. So we're 1 behind in Trier. That will go our way shortly. And we need a little bit more. To do certain things. Now, we will not be able to walk into Kent. Do I have the right guy here? No. So as you can see, I mean, my armies are so much stronger than theirs at this point. Let's see what they have negative 51 prestige. I have 99 prestige. There's just no contest here. And we're going to go ahead and do this. And I guess that works. Now, they don't have a navy anymore, which is important to remember. I'm used to thinking of England as a pretty major naval power, but certainly not right now. So Milan is attacking somebody? No. Good. This is Ferrara who's attacking. I don't want Milan getting too strong, personally, because they are currently my biggest threat in Italy. The Italians are going to be potentially forming coalitions against me if I am as aggressive as I would like to be. So, we have this guy, and he can take over the siege here. And then Jacques, who actually does not have enough. I guess he has enough. Okay, so we're going to go after Wessex, or the guys in Wessex, rather. And then once we've done that, we can send our artillery back into London to finish off this siege quickly and easily. So we should be able to annex England here. The question is, what do we get if we do? Really? That has to be because I don't have 100% worth, or because I don't have all these sieged yet. I think that it reduces the cost, the war score cost, by 10% if you fully siege the provinces. If not, then I guess I just won't take London. Now I'm going to bring my cannons over. There we go. So we're going from negative 7% to 7%. And let's take a look at our aggressive expansion from this. So Brittany, Liege again, Munster, and Switzerland. So Switzerland is a non-issue. Munster is an issue that we need to resolve. Okay, I'm going to call my person back from Cologne because I think that we're pretty much fine here. Let's see. Stop relations improvement. And now we just need to start increasing our relations with the people who do matter. So Munster is someone that we want to not join this coalition. And who else? Actually, Switzerland will be an issue because I'm going to be taking one more province in all likelihood. So Aragon and England are non-issues, Switzerland is an issue, and Liege. So let's take a look at Liege. Where are you? Liege. Oh right, I remember Liege. Liege is right over here somewhere, right? This is it. Okay. So Liege should be reasonably easy to improve our relations with, so let's just do that. We do need a pretty substantial bit of relations improvement, but we might actually want to wait up for we're going to have to wait for our overextension before we can finish this war anyway. So I guess we were a little over-enthusiastic in declaring this war. There wasn't really much reason to do it. The next war that we fight will probably be against the Ottomans, actually. They're currently fighting against Circassia and Theodoro. And that does not seem like it's going to be a very even fight. And none of those missions make sense to me. So we've renewed our loans. We can get a new idea. The new idea is postal service, so this gives us an extra diplomatic relation and drops the envoy travel time. So since we have an additional diplomatic relations slot now, we have to figure out how we want to spend it. And we could spend it vassalizing someone else. That's always an option. Can we... I think these guys are too big to vassalize. Yeah, they have more than 100 total development. Or I could use it to secure another ally. So we've won the Siege of London, and now we just need to wait for our core construction to finish before we move on. Hey! We have Byzantine troops over here, or Byzantine troops, however that's pronounced. And let's see. I think... we take a look at our troop numbers. We have 25,000 manpower right now. I don't want to get too far in debt because I'm currently sitting on 4 loans, which I'm having to renew because it just took so much effort to get to the 500 that I needed, or sorry, the 100 that I needed. So Byzantium is unfortunately the wrong religion, but they don't seem to actually... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that's fine. That's not a big deal. Let's see. Alright, well, we're just gonna wait. But yeah, I think I probably would have been better off attacking someone else. I have Granadan separatists. I'm gonna go ahead and just use harsh treatment for the Granadan separatists. I think that should suffice. And we're going to bring these guys down to Byzantium, I think. It's tempting to go into Morocco, but I don't actually have a claim on Morocco. And I have a truce with them right now. So, let's see. We don't need the improved relations with Trier for right now. So instead, we're going to bring this guy back, and we're actually going to fabricate a claim on Tlemcen. The goal here is going to be to start expanding Portugal. Because we really need them to be bigger. So how much... oh. I guess I don't have any diplomats right now. Do I have any reason... Savoy is at war with Milan. Oh, that's interesting. Savoy's getting its butt kicked. So, if Savoy loses another territory, it will actually be good for us, because then we can vassalize them and then do a reconquest Casus-Belli. New ruler for a soon-to-be non-existent land. Oh, I actually have a truce with them as well. I didn't realize that. So I'm kind of wasting my time fabricating a claim on them. I could fabricate a claim on Tunis, maybe? Yeah. Tunis is way too far away to be worth it, though. I think that I'd rather start on the west side and move my way east. Okay, so The African front is going fine. Things are going fine in the Holy Roman Empire itself. It's like Savoy just pieced out. I'm never going to be calling these guys into wars, so I'm going to start increasing my trust with them. I don't know how big of a difference this makes in the vassalization thing. +1. That is not substantial. Oh, nice. So we just gained +20 to all of our tech categories. It's not an amazing bonus, but it's good enough. Worthwhile. The Ottomans are currently winning a war against some people, and let's take a look at how their military strength is. I imagine that they are in the process of recovering just like me from the old war. They have 16,000 manpower, and they have 78,000 troops. So they're currently above their force limit. And they don't have much in the terms of reinforcements to bring to bear. In addition, they only have 15,000 artillery, so that's useful. But the problem is that they have a big enough army that it's going to be very difficult to go against them. I'm going to have to basically call allies into the war. So we might have to wait a decade to get Austria to accumulate some favors. Austria is allied to us, right? No. I thought I was allied with Austria, but I'm not allied with Austria anymore. Okay, so that's good to know. Am I... Ah, right. So I was about to ally with Austria. The diplomatic relations limit is reached now, so there we go. I think I have plenty of plus opinion with Munster for now. And Munster would be willing to join me, actually. That's kind of interesting. I could actually diplomatically annex Munster, but I don't think there's much reason to. They're currently allied with Denmark, and they're no longer part of the Holy Roman Empire, so I believe. So why am I improving my relations with them? They're the ones who left the Empire, right? This is the capital. Yeah, East Frisia is the capital of Munster. So I could actually declare war on them for imperial ban. So that's actually very good to know. That Munster is not someone I need to worry about anymore. They'll hopefully be conquered by the rest of the Holy Roman Empire, and if not, then I can conquer them myself. So let's take a look. No, we cannot demand all of these. We can only demand 3 of them. I think that it is probably in my best interest to take London and to leave them with this one territory in the middle, because that will be good. So we're going to do war reparations, and we're just going to wait. Now, we do need... Oh, I don't think we need to start improving relations with them at all. Oh, shit. Austria has 3 electors all of a sudden. When did that happen? We might... It's really expensive. I think we might need to just proclaim a guarantee on Cologne and call it a day. Cologne might need to become our ally again. I think I I don't want to waste Imperial authority on this. I'm going to improve my relations with them, and I'm going to call back my person in Liege. And we will see how this goes. Okay, so is it now the next month? Okay, it's now the next month. We are 3 behind them. And I don't like being behind them at all. Being behind is very bad for me because they currently do have 3 electors. I could also just ally Mainz. I guess I can't because of this, so... I'm just going to proclaim a guarantee. I don't currently have anything with them, so... There we go. So I will be a little bit ahead of Austria. I need to start fabricating claims on Brittany, I think. The other thing, though, is that I need to... There we go, we cored all that stuff. So we can now peace out with England. I have no diplomats to send. Okay, we just got the Conquest Casus Belli. We're currently 23 ahead of these guys. I don't know why they're still showing as voting for Austria, because it's been over a month. Weird. We are going to end this war. Brittany might join a coalition and nobody else who exists. Oh, actually, we don't have enough administrative power to core all this. We could take Oxfordshire instead, and that we could core within a month or so. We can't fabricate any more claims on Milan. I'm not sure if Portugal is going to actually be actively fabricating claims on Morocco. So... I'm going to fabricate one on Tangier. There we go. So this is ticked over now. We are solidly ahead of them, and we can... Yeah, I guess we're going to have to peace out with these guys. Now, the key here is that we do not want... Oh, nice. I need one more. So I'll need to wait till next month. Let's just keep improving our relations. Actually, you know what? We're not. We're going to peace out now. We can take most of this stuff, but not quite all. And that will let us see what the political situation looks like here. So we gain some prestige, except we really don't. And yes, this makes Cologne stop voting for us. We're now behind Austria again. So I'm going to go ahead and I think just offer an alliance to Cologne. That will lock them down as voting for us, because there's no way they're going to stop voting for us after this. And we can go ahead and pop these. And we will wait until first before coring the next one. Denmark and England are no longer rivals, shockingly enough. Okay, there we go. So the estates are demanding more territory. Because of course they are. That was actually a bad place to give them to. Now, let's see. Everything's looking fine here for now. But we're not allied with Austria. And I am an idiot. I forgot to offer vassalization when I had the opportunity. So I'm stuck in a position where I have to improve my relations for 10 more. Crap. Actually, more than 10 more. Because of the... Well, actually, I don't know about the fading. Let's see. Gain loyalty. Influence. Who can we afford to lose 15 loyalty with? Not the clergy, but not the bourgeois either. Can we bribe them? Yeah, we can bribe them. Then again, trade efficiency is not amazing. I think I'm better off... I think I'm going to side with these guys. And then we'll just donate, and then everybody's happy. Switzerland... Oh, shit! What happened? Oh... Oh, because I... Wait. Who's their rival? Oh, so that's weird. I don't know why that happened. Because my aggressive expansion didn't change meaningfully by that. They were not on the list of potential people to join a coalition against me, so... I'm very confused as to how that whole thing operated. But whatever. So, I can now improve my imperial authority by adding some of these provinces. There we go. Now, the higher my imperial authority gets, the easier it is for HMs. Oh, wow. There's a lot of people joining a coalition against me. And I'm not sure what caused that, actually. Because it happened before January, when we would have ticked off some of the existing modifiers, so things shouldn't have changed, but apparently things changed more than I anticipated. Either way, I think those guys will cool off soon enough. We do need to be sure that we are careful about this situation with the Byzantines. Do have the Granadan separatists showing up again. It's more harsh treatment. I didn't used to use harsh treatment at all, and now I'm using it left and right. Oh, right. Shit. Okay, so we need... this on lockdown. And the Ottoman Empire is a dangerous enemy to have right now, because they just keep expanding eastward. And I guess I do have a lot of manpower. I'm at a third of my normal manpower, so I have the ability, if I want, to make another 20,000 or so troops. So maybe I should go ahead and do that. I'm just going to make 10 more cannons. I want to do that. I'd really like to pay off some of these loans. I want to pay off some of my loans before I start really ramping up the war effort. Okay, so right now we are set in Urbino. So we're going to vassalize Urbino. That's perfect. We will be able to annex them eventually. Okay, so that's a little odd. Okay, so Liberty's desire for them is pretty extreme. We're going to have to wait a long time before Portugal becomes someone that we can integrate back into the fold. On the plus side, things are moving along okay, I guess. Now that I have Urbino, I can start feeding them territory if I so please. The problem is that I do have a lot of aggressive expansion, so I don't want to feed them too much. Granada and Separatists were becoming an issue again. Luckily, I have pretty much unlimited amount of money, or military power, that is. Improved flanking range, but that doesn't help me any. I do get a new cannon, which is good. And we can go ahead and attack one of these guys once we run out of truce. That's 2 more years. I don't think we can justify waiting 2 years. I also really want to be allied to Austria. But I can't really become allied to Austria because that'll put me over my cap, and right now my person is completely incompetent. So, unjustified demands minus 50%. National tax modifier of 10% is going to be really nice. Okay, so You're at war with who? Wherein Conquest is something or other. Polish Crimea. Interesting. So Poland has taken a bunch of territory over here. I'm not utilizing my relations slots very effectively right now. I think I need to go to war with the Ottomans. I just think it has to happen. I can't justify waiting around this long. So we're going to build 10,000 of these. We're going to build 10,000 of these. We're actually going to build 9,000 of these, but close enough. Close enough for government work. So that's another 20,000 troops to us. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. 20,000 more troops will put me a little bit behind them, but not by a huge amount. They do not currently have any meaningful allies. I'm going to send these guys over here. And we have the Portuguese, we have quite a bit in terms of allies here. So, with the Ottomans substantially behind in terms of artillery, I don't know how much other stuff they have. The Ottomans have decent bit. I do think it might be in my best interest to ally with Austria before I declare this kind of a war, though. And yes, I think I need to be allied with Austria. I don't think I can afford not to. So we are over our diplomatic relations cap. Do I have anyone that I can justify getting rid of? No. I'm going to accept this. The royal marriage solidifies the alliance until the death of one of our rulers in a much more meaningful way than until we have that. So let's see. How much do I have? These are... So if I built 10 of these, that was 6. So I'm pretty much going to be unable to increase my taxation here. Actually, what I can do. So once we have gotten this military tech upgrade, holy crap, the Protestant Reformation. Protestant is now enabled. Interesting. What's your state religion? They're a bishopric. Just gonna pop these guys into Valencia. Move these guys up here. No, I can't. Move them here. There is not a very large amount of supply limit over here. Okay, so do I have any other fabrications I can do for you? No. I'm going to start mass fabricating on these guys probably. Never mind. Let's see. Anybody else that we can do something with that we want to? Yes, we need to continue improving our relations with these guys and these guys, because if we don't, they're going to deteriorate to the point that we're in trouble. Okay, so let's take a look here. You know, I could actually promise Austria territory, and they will join this war. I don't see any meaningful reason not to. Let's see. Okay, so doing this would allow us to reconquer our cores. And we're going to do that. But first things first, we are going to do this. And do we want Culverin? Yes, I think we want the Culverins. We want to reduce the amount of shock damage that our troops are taking, because shock is a very meaningful component of the damage that the Ottomans are going to be dealing. Now, we do have very defensive terrain here in Byzantium, and that's something to bear in mind. We don't want to be attacking the Ottomans in here, we want them to be attacking us. In addition, how are their generals? I'm going to have to wait another couple of months before I can declare war, but that's not a big deal because we want to get these troops over here anyway. So once we have a good... Aragon is over, and Portugal. That's fine. The Aragon truce is not really relevant. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. Oops. The cavalry aren't as important as the artillery, though, so... They make up a much smaller portion of my army. Interesting. Yearly prestige, don't need that. Don't need yearly legitimacy either, really. Yearly inflation reduction, I think this is kind of cool. And interest per annum down. Let's take a look at what my inflation looks like right now. What's that economy? Ooh. Really high. Yeah, we're going to need to do this. So this will reduce our interest as well as reducing our actual inflation. Both of those are very powerful effects. There we go. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and declare war on the Ottomans now, I guess. We are going to promise territorial gains to Austria and call them to arms. We are also going to call Saxony to arms because I don't see any reason not to. And I'm going to set the war goal as Conquest, because Reconquest is only good if... And again, the aggressive expansion impact is not the most relevant thing. This actually reduces the cost for taking back our cores, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I say our cores. So Portugal, Urbino, all those folks, Saxony is joining, and Austria is joining. So... The Ottomans are now stuck in a difficult position. Where are you? Oh, right. You organized this properly. So, they have a total of about 1 million troops that we have to burn through before they're working exclusively with mercs. And I believe that we have substantially more oomph at our disposal than they do. Between Austria, which is about half their army, all of our vassals, which are huge, they're going to Thessaly, which means that they're going to be attacking these guys in grasslands. I don't like that at all. Can I get over here before they do? Yes! So I can go to Castoria. These guys have 2 mobility. We have 6 mobility and 4 fire. Shock do they have? They have 4 shock. So they will be taking a penalty for crossing into grassland. I don't think that's enough. I don't want to get involved in this fight. I want to get these guys out. So we're going to pull these guys out to Castoria. And these guys are just going to chill here. Now, where are they going now? They're going to Macedonia again. The key is, as long as we don't get into any bad engagements... This is Highlands. They'll arrive on the 2nd. They'll arrive on the 28th. When will we arrive? The 30th. So we can arrive there first. This is Highlands. So in Highlands, we will have a pretty substantial advantage. This is Highlands and another bonus as well. We're going to see if they stick to it. They're going to stick to it. Never mind. They changed their minds. We're going to cancel. So it's fine. Now, we only have a supply limit. Ooh, we should have gotten out of here. I didn't realize just how low the army limit was in this province. We're going to get down here. We just lost a decent bit of manpower there, unfortunately. But slowly but surely we're getting our troops on the field, so to speak. It would have been nice to eradicate this army, but I'm not sure that it would have been feasible to do so. Now this, I have fewer ships than they do overall, so I'm a little concerned about using them too aggressively. I'm gonna start sending these guys to Macedonia, I guess. That does have rivers, so looks like these guys are heading out to attack the Austrians. These guys are going to Albania. Oh shit, that's not good. Can I get... We can actually get our troops here, so I'm going to charge all my troops up and hope that I can get there in time. I don't want to lose legitimacy, but losing administrative power is very, very bad for me. I guess I'm just going to let them handle it amongst themselves. That's a pretty major drop for me, though. Come on, get in there. Get to Serbia, get to Serbia. Yes! Okay, so we've got more troops in Serbia now, and we have a gigantic army on the way. So as long as these guys don't die too soon, we should be able to wipe out this army in Serbia, and it looks like we're going to have to send everyone in there, which is a huge mistake, because we're going to a ton of stuff here. Okay, so a lot of troops were lost, but those were troops lost by my allies, not really by me. So, I mean, it sucks to be them, but that's life. So Serbia itself, we will leave troops in. We are going to send these guys here, I guess, and these guys here. I just need to get my troops. Oh, that's interesting. These guys are attacking. They changed their mind. Okay, so the Ottomans are now a bit scattered. They lost one of their big armies, and they now have a couple of other armies in the area as well. I'm going to switch these two. Am I going to do that? No. I don't think there's any reason to. I think someone here has siege. Yes, the Austrian ruler, or sorry, the Austrian general has 3 siege skill. So he's going to be useful. This is woods. This is probably a mistake, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm getting a little far away from the rest of my troops. This guy works well. Let me go for it. And we have a lot of troops here that are a bit exposed. I don't like being even slightly exposed against a force as potentially dangerous as the Austrian army. So we're just going to pull back. And the goal here is going to be to just sort of completely eradicate the Austrian army so that we can then go into Ragusa, conquer that, annex Ragusa, and take a bit more territory from these guys. So we are no longer overextended. That should help us somewhat. Let's see. Plus 25 there. These guys are actually attacking. This is grassland, which is not the optimal terrain to fight in. And they are actually locked in, which means that I need to leave the minimum required for a siege and get the heck over here. I actually don't have nearly enough troops over here. Alright, so we have a pretty major advantage in terms of our armies. They do have the discipline advantage, which is unfortunate, but and I'm not going to send this guy, I'm going to send the other guy. this guy has 1 siege skill, so... So it looks like we're sieging down all this stuff over here successfully. We've won the siege of Serbia. We're currently at 7% war score. Supply limit here is 18. We really need to get out of this trashy territory. Ooh, no, we don't want to go there. Bad place to be. And we are in a difficult position here. We're going to go ahead and create another leader. And he is not bad. He's got 333. Alright, so we're getting out of here, and we're going to move these guys down to Macedonia. And we're going to suffer attrition because I'm dumb. Interesting, so... Not like that at all. Religion could use changes to Protestant. It's tempting to do this. I'm going to be on the wrong side of history if I say heresy. I think I'm going to go ahead and say great news just for the hell of it. We'll see what happens. We will end up being able to convert this province, but not for a very long time, because we do not have very good missionaries yet. Unfortunately, it looks like these guys are all very, very willing to engage in these fights that are very expensive for me and very expensive for them. I really wish that I could get into a few more, you know, less expensive battles. Like these guys I wish would go over to Plotov, because there's going to be way too many people for the supply limit in this province now. Okay, so we're going to just start moving people out. Not here. It sends people to Plovdiv, I guess. But yeah, one of the nice things is that any territory that Austria takes will become mine when I annex the empire. So I'm not actually losing anything by giving them territory. Normally speaking, you don't want to give allies territory when you're doing this kind of a run, because any territory you give them, you're going to have to take back at some point. That's simply not the case when you're talking about Holy Roman Empire allies, though. So that's just a really convenient advantage that we have here. So the Ottomans are sort of slowly but surely running out of manpower, and they're below their force limit, which is nice, and we have dramatically more troops than them overall. So we're going to siege down this province, and then once we've sieged it down, we will continue onward. Continue backward, I suppose, as the case may be. I think we're going to take this fortress back here. Luckily, the army over here is being annihilated by the Austrians, And the Austrians have only taken a couple of provinces here, so the Austrians do not really need to be given much to piece them out of this war successfully, maintaining our alliance and other such business. The alternative is we could wait for them to peace out themselves, to just get sick enough of the war that they peace out, and they will not get pissed at us for piecing out without giving them anything, because they're not in the war anymore. But that's not what we want to do. We want to get this war done as quickly as possible, eliminate as many of the Austrian troops as possible, and not weaken our position, because we are going to have to immediately go into another war against these guys. So let's take a look. They have 44,000 troops here. They do not have any meaningful manpower recovery. So let's take a look. We've got 54,000 troops, they've got 69,000 troops. So as you can see, they are now going to start just losing troops to attrition and actually have those troops lost to attrition disappear. So if we get here the 26th, then we're going to be attacking them, I think. Yeah, because these singular units are going to get crushed way before this ends. So I think that this is a bad engagement. I don't want to get involved in it. I'm going to let the Austrians get involved because that's their business, but I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I might come in at the back end, which is why I'm not sending my troops elsewhere, but I'm going to try to avoid... Wait, what? Oh, was there someone... Oh, these guys weren't coming here. They were going here. I didn't look at that. Okay, so it turns out that the Austrians do have the ability to defend here to an extent. So the question is, do we want to engage with our army? If we do, then it'll be probably in our best interest. So let's do it. This is about as good of a situation we could end up in, where our allies are the ones taking the casualties at the beginning, and we have advantageous terrain and outnumber the enemy at the same time. All of those things combine to lead to an overall loss for our troop numbers, because our allies started out the fight outnumbered, but a win in terms of our strength versus the strength of the Ottomans. It's always critical to remember that your allies are not going to be in the war forever, and your allies will probably not be in your next war. So because of those things, you want to make sure that you're getting trades that are effective for you personally, and you know, if your allies get screwed in the process, then it sucks to be them. But you're not the one who sent them their troops to their deaths attacking armies that they can't possibly win against. Now, here's an interesting situation. 18th, 17th, and 16th, we can't go there. And at the same time, we have to unite these troops. So we'll arrive on the 18th here. It looks like these guys have stopped moving, which is good. And they're now heading south, looks like. I'm not sure where they're going. You can see that these guys actually have 5% attrition in this province right now. So the Ottomans are very much running on empty right now. And with all of their troops united together like this, they're put in a very bad position where they're just constantly going to be hemorrhaging troops. And I need more reinforcements over here, I think. I don't have enough. Because these guys are popping into... Whoa, hello. Where are you going? Okay, so they just split their army. These guys are heading somewhere else. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is hills. 19th, 19th. I don't know who's going to be defending here, so I don't want to get involved. We're in woods here, we are in mountains here. And these guys are going to be either attacking into the mountains, in which case I have the ability to defend myself, or they're going to be going elsewhere. I think these guys are trying... I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're just hemorrhaging troops. Let's take a look. The Ottomans somehow are getting more and more troops. It looks like they're hiring a bunch of mercenaries. So let me take a look at their current monetary situation. The Ottomans have 2% inflation right now, 2.7% inflation to be specific. They are looking at two ideas. They have a treasury of 471, so they're definitely working on mercenaries right now. Let's take a look, and they just took out some loans. So Ottomans, they have 20 mercenary troops right now. So those 20 mercenary troops are going to be very expensive for them. And they're just going to get more expensive as they keep hemorrhaging troops, sacrificing their lives to attrition over here. This is not good. I need these guys to come back. And I need... That's very bad. These guys are going to arrive. And I'm going to be in deep shit. This is only woods, so... I don't exactly have a great setup here. I am winning the fight. These guys are going to arrive with plenty of time. So we just learned about a bunch of territory. And that's all well and good, but it's rough. This is a rough war. I'm actually not sure why this fight is as difficult as it is. That would be wise, because I've run out of infantry, so my artillery were on the front lines. So that's an issue. We need to start getting our shit in order. Is Austria in another war or something? Why are they so far away from everything? But yeah, I lost a lot of cannons there. I'm going to be just hemorrhaging money for a while. How much do I need? I need 17,000 men to fully recover. Administrative ideas, mercenary maintenance, minus 33%. It's okay, but oh, let's do it. Tax modifier plus 10%. We need to get these troops up. Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble over here. These troops do not have anybody defending them. The Austrians are running away somewhere else. So this is a problem. I can't bring these guys up because I need them to just kind of chill here for now to do this. And we have... we have 5% attrition here. We can't afford to arrest this many people over here. This is, of course, the wrong guy to send, but that's okay. Can we run yet? We can run now. Okay, we're going to pull these guys out. This is just not a good engagement. On the plus side, while they were attacking this small army, these guys have actually been coming up from behind and attacking a bunch of small armies as well. So the Austrians have been pushing the issue further and further. What is it that we are reconquering anyway? Because I kind of feel like we're not... Where is the war score? What do we need? Edirne. Ah, that province right there. Okay, perfect. So we're just going to start carpet sieging our way over there. Okay, we need 18,000 men to resupply our army. And we have... Let's see relations more with them. How about Savoy? Is there a reason to increase my relations with Savoy? I do need to keep my relations up with Urbino though, so let's get these close. Ottomans are looking at 65,000 troops. They have 27 complements of mercenaries. And let's take a look at their country. So they have 2% inflation still. They have not had to take another loan yet. And that's unfortunate. But that's okay. The Ottomans right now do not have a large enough army to be super dangerous unless my allies get themselves just utterly obliterated in positions where they're impossible to reinforce. It looks like we are going to be able to reinforce them here and prevent any major catastrophe unless, holy shit, they're losing troops very quickly. What the hell is going on with the Austrian army? This might be a very bad... I guess this is a bad engage. I'm not sure why the Austrians are losing troops so much faster, but this is a bad engage. We don't want to get in this. Okay, well, we're backing out. There's no way that we're gonna get involved in that when we're currently in a dangerous position already. I need to start sending my troops back a little bit. So let's take a look at Austria. How are you doing? Austria is substantially weakened by this war. I'm basically just going to retreat my troops back into my controlled territory and recover a bit. We've taken multiple forts from them, and so this is a war that's going in our direction so far. The only issue is that we don't have the war goal, but the war goal will come with time. This army is almost at its cap, so I don't need to worry about them too much. But yeah, the Ottomans definitely are able to afford a lot of mercs. Actually, these guys over here. And these guys are going to move back. Actually, you know what? Let me move here. Okay, so the Ottomans are currently sieging up here. And they're using the majority of their cannons to do it. Okay, I don't need these guys to be over here anymore because I should be able to recruit the full number of men either way. So there's a wall breach. That is obviously suboptimal. So Austria has 35,000, we have 49,000. The Ottomans have 35 mercenary companies. Holy crap. Let's see, I'm just going to organize this by income. They now are sitting at 3.3% inflation. Holy crap. They have 5 war exhaustion, that's good. That's very good. So the Ottomans don't have any excess stability. And they have, wow, 3.3% inflation. So they've increased their inflation over the course of this. They've taken out probably 6 loans so far. And they're just going to keep having to accumulate loans because right now they're just suffering a bunch of attrition. I don't know why these guys aren't showing up as taking attrition, because they really should be. And these guys here, are they going to get out? Oh, when are you guys getting out? 5th of June. Boom. They're going to take 5% attrition, which is going to be extraordinarily expensive for them. That is really shitty. Okay, well, we're going to spare no expense. Ouch. Okay, so that's 50 grand right there. So the Ottomans are looking at a treasury of 372 right now. Where are these guys going? Are they going to the Thames? Okay, so we now have Austrian troops coming our way. Yet again. And if we can get... I don't think there's any reason to get that many troops in Serbia. I think that I really botched the way that I handled this war. I didn't play the attrition game very well, and so I took a lot of casualties that were completely unnecessary. Speaking of which, if I go there, I'll probably get a bunch of casualties. So these guys are still working in a team of 50,000. They sort of have to. They can't really do anything other than working all as one giant mass. But at the same time, by doing so, they are really, really just hemorrhaging cash. And these guys are going to attack. I think I'm just going to let the Austrians go for it, and I don't think I'm going to join them. This is not the kind of fight that we really want. Oh my god, what are they doing? What is going on with the Austrian army? Seriously? You have them outnumbered 2-1. What are you doing? Oh, because they have cannons and the Austrians are stupid enough not to? No, the Austrians have cannons. What are you guys doing? I don't even understand how they could be losing this. Like, they aren't quite losing the fight by default, but they were coming pretty close to losing that fight without the Ottomans bringing reinforcements at all. Alright, let's take a look. There's 367 in their treasury, and that is not healthy looking. On the plus side, they still have that 50k army that just can't do anything other than run away, because they can't just stand it there. And if it gets too far away, I'll be able to just walk in from behind. I'm going to go ahead and fabricate on... Actually, first of all, let's figure out what we're going to take from these guys. So, I think that we're going to give everything except one province to our vassals. So we want to take what for ourselves? Preferably something... You know what? I'm going to take a distant overseas province right now. There's no reason not to. So I'm going to take Antioch. This is going to be one of the provinces that I can't take Antioch, never mind. So we'll take Gaza instead. And let's see. The rest we will just give to Byzantium. So everything else is just going to go to Byzantium. We're going to go ahead and move these sieges over. Okay, so we need another 7,000 troops to recover our army back to where we started. We do have a positive income. The Ottomans don't seem to be losing much money, I'll be honest. And these guys are splitting off to attack in different directions. So what I'm going to do is we're going to send these guys up to attack. And do we have someone who's good? We have the 40. I'm gonna get the 333 guy, I think. Put him in charge here. If we can cancel this siege, and we need to move these guys up as well because. Okay, so if we can cancel this siege, we'll arrive in 5 days, and I think we can. I think we should win this fight. These guys are way too far away to defend this siege. So the siege of Serbia is cancelled. By canceling this siege... did we just use an actual advisor? Yes, we did. Oh no! Oh no, that's not good at all. We lost our guy who's good for removing stuff. We're gonna get this guy instead. And there we go. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to annihilate the army. Yeah, by no stretch of the imagination. Okay, so... yeah, split this army in half. And we're going to start moving troops back down. The key is that we do want to defend in good terrain to defend it. So that means hills or mountains or something like that. And we don't want to engage any more than absolutely necessary. Anytime that we spend not actually engaging their troops is time spent with them hemorrhaging money from having 33 mercenaries. And they don't seem to be hemorrhaging money as fast as I would expect. Is this... no, this is grassland. I don't want to fight there. I don't want to fight there, but at the same time, I do want to fight with allies rather than on my own. So let's go ahead and do this. Will we be able to successfully defend against this? I'm guessing yes. If we send everyone in on this, I think we'll be fine. We are defending in favorable terrain, even if it is just a crossing penalty for them. So, unfortunately, 0. Oh god, we just rolled a 0 and they rolled a 9. Wow, we've rolled 3 or 4 zeros in a row. I know that we rolled at least 3. That's really bad. And they actually have higher military tactics than us now, so that's bad. They just gained a new rank of military technology, I think. The 10% discipline that they have is really painful for us. And I could actually give myself extra discipline. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because I think that's way better than increasing my force limit. Or whatever nonsense I had there. They are going the right way, never mind. Okay, we're going to go ahead and consolidate these units together. We're going to split them in half. And head up to the River Thames, I guess. Okay, the Ottomans now have 48,000 troops, of which 33 are mercenaries, so they're really starting to run out of steam here, hopefully. Still at 3.3%, and they still have a lot of money in the treasury. I'm hoping that resupplying all of these mercenaries is very, very expensive. That's the hope here. And let's see. I guess these guys, I'm just gonna detach a siege force and then just go over here. I don't have a leader on either of these armies. So we're gonna move these guys down here before we go and attack. This is who? This is the 3-3 guy. I'm gonna send this guy in charge of this army. These guys will arrive on the 2nd of March, which means it's gonna be after the attrition tick. And I don't know that I want to send anybody to Cadiz to deal with that. On the plus side, we are slowly but surely pushing the Ottoman army back and back and back. So they still have the same amount of inflation. Their treasury has shrunk yet again. I'm hoping that they start accumulating huge quantities of stuff from this war, but that is bad. We don't want to... God damn you. Yeah, we're just going to pull back. It's like, I don't think we need 50,000 troops for this particular task. I don't like putting people on the front lines unless they have enough troops to defend themselves. But 50,000 is a bit excessive. Okay, so we have the Ottomans sending their army up again. Luckily, I'm able to keep pretty close tabs on the Ottoman armies. We are going to lose the war goal again, but that's okay. We can take the war goal back once. Oh wow, 5% attrition again. As long as they just keep merging these units together. Don't go there. Don't. You wanna stick around. This is a good place to fight them. As long as we have the rest of your troops, which we do not have the rest of your troops, because of course we don't. And we can just send these guys over here. And we are going to be fighting with a pretty substantial numerical advantage, and we should also have... Yeah, we should have the tactical advantage as well. Doesn't help us when we keep rolling such consistently low numbers, though. Wow. I haven't rolled higher than a 2 in like 5 or 6 rolls. There we go. I wasn't sure. Actually, I did get for 1-4, but it has been pretty bad. So I'm going to call these guys. Luckily, this is their entire army that we're fighting against here. This is everything that they could possibly bring to bear. And you can see that we have twice as many troops as they do. So the Ottomans here are pretty much SOL. That fight went about as badly as it could. We got atrociously bad luck on our rolls. So let's take a look. We have plenty of artillery here. We're just going to move these guys down. Not fast enough. Okay, so we have a rebel uprising in Granada that we need to handle. Let's do harsh treatment as we can. Let's take a look at the Ottomans now. The Ottomans are now looking at still 3.3% here. Their treasury is down to 145 again. So they are going to have to take out another loan soon. If these guys can actually start sieging down Constantinople, that'll help. Holy crap. And by help, I mean these guys are going to be able to siege that down extraordinarily quickly. And if they take Constantinople, that is going to be a huge amount of war score going our way. In addition, it also cripples their economy because they're not going to be able to do much. Now, they have to cross a strait if they want to attack us now. No matter which army they choose to attack, they're crossing a strait to get there. So that's very good for us. And we now have control of the side of the river that the war goal is on pretty much completely. The only issue is that we need to finish sieging this down so that we can get more troops in this area. Let's take a look over here. We have the Ottomans looking at still the same, but they are losing money very rapidly. Last month, I think they lost 60 gold, something like that. 60 ducats. And that is huge, because the more money they lose, the more quickly they become irrelevant. We really want these guys to not be able to hold their own in the next war. Now, we can go ahead and do something now. We have all these diplomats not doing anything. And they really should be, like fabricating claims on Norway, maybe. We're nowhere near winning the war. Well, I say that, but we're actually about to win 2 separate sieges. But it takes a very long time to get 100% war score out of an enemy as gigantic as the Ottomans. I think we should smooth this over because aggressive expansion is bad to have. So these guys are going to be defending, and I don't know who has the better general here. I'm hoping that we can pull this out if we bring our 40 or 20,000 troops from here. We just won this siege, which means that we can bring the rest of our troops over. There we go. Look at that fire phase. Lots of damage. Okay, so this is good. We'll be able to, I don't know, chill in Burgess probably. I don't think that we need to send these troops into Constantinople. Again, because of the fact that the enemy can't legitimately build more troops just to replace their old troops, we're in a position where we can just be very safe in our victories. Anytime we're going to win a fight, we don't need to worry about bringing in excess troops just in case it goes bad, because it can't go bad. Alright, so we have a positive income right now, which is nice. There we go. We're at 21% war score with them now. And we should be able to take 100% war score from them pretty soon. We are going to take their capital very shortly. And this is interesting. So Aachen gets a -4. The Ottomans are definitely going to join a coalition if they get the chance after this point. So that's important to recognize. Let's see. Okay, this is 100% war score with the provinces, and I think this is what we're going to take. We're going to go ahead and occupy this with Byzantium. And so we don't have to worry about changing our occupations anymore. I think we're pretty much set. Now, the other key here is that we're going to immediately be attacking Ragusa because we have a claim on them. And it should go good. Do we have any more forts? They still have a lot of forts, actually. Are those guys in the strait? Oh, I didn't realize that that was a separate location. So yeah, we actually didn't have a proper thing going on here. There we go. 77% chance of getting Constantinople done. And let's take a look at the Ottomans again. Ottomans are looking at a treasury of 400 something. They have taken another loan, and their army is looking at a total of 50,000 troops. So they have more troops in their army than we have in our personal army, but nowhere near what we have in our alliance right now. So it's going to be key that we do not lose any more troops during this war, if possible. Our allies should be able to sort of just push through. There's 45,000 of them versus 50,000 Ottomans now. The Ottomans are really just going to be in a difficult position because from now on we should be recovering troops substantially faster than they are. They just built a bunch of units, so let's take a look at what they did. They now have 55,000 and they have 37 mercenaries. Wow, the 77% did not proc, so we are now at 91% chance of successfully sieging Constantinople. And if this fails, I'm going to laugh my butt off. Oh no, that's actually really bad. Okay, so I can now get... Ooh, interest per annum -1. That's nice. Because I'm already reducing my interest, so I'm going to go ahead and get bookkeeping. Better be able to finish this soon. Okay, so how difficult is it to annex you? 23. So we have 5 more years before we can annex Urbino, or annexing Urbino should be reasonably useful for us. Inflation reduction -1. I think I'm going to go for this because I am not wealthy enough to justify taking someone more expensive. So we're now going to cross the river. Do we want to? No, not yet. I want to see where the rest of the enemy troops are first, because their army is currently missing. So we are going to fabricate another claim on Norway. Norway is Protestant now. That's good to know. I don't know where you guys are going. Oh no, are you going to just charge into some... Oh no. The price of fish just dropped. Alright, well, we're just gonna start walking forward, since I don't see any reason not to. Move these guys here, move these guys down here, and these guys here. So hopefully we should be able to Get some decent sieges going here. And the more of their territory that we take from them, the more money they are going to be losing every round as their income shrinks more and more. Let's see. Oh, right, I need to look at the ledger. Okay, so my war exhaustion is virtually non-existent thanks to the fact that I'm Defender of the Faith. The Ottomans are looking at 37 mercenaries still, and still 54,000 troops. And let's take a look. Inflation is... They just took out another loan. So they have yet more loans coming in. And I don't see a way to look at their expenses on the ledger. Oh, whoops, I sent to everybody. Yeah, this guy needs to go here. So we should be able to just carpet siege this whole area reasonably safely. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a guy here and then send the rest of them over here. I believe that that's my wife calling. 1 second. Oh, I need to pause this. Yep, that's my wife calling. So I'm going to end the stream here for now. We can come back to this next time and finish up the war against the Ottomans. I don't foresee it being too difficult to finish this war. We are sort of crippling them financially, and beyond just crippling them financially, they have no manpower. So once we win this war, they might start getting rid of all of their mercs. If they do, then that would be great, because they'll have to get them back again as soon as I attack Ragusa. That being said, there's probably going to turn down the call to arms with Ragusa, so we're probably just going to have to take it for ourselves. Or at the very least, take it for Byzantium. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you again next time for more Ottoman conquest.